this. What a crazy night of activity for the Wednesday show. We were just really involved. You were out in the storm.
I got soaked, Gary. I got soaked while you were just nice and dry inside the studio.
I like it that way. Well, we are talking about a confirmed tornado from last night's outbreak. The details and all of that, you don't want to miss it. It's coming up in just moments. And we have a big story in the Atlantic on what she did in the midst of those storms. Really great coverage ahead.
Your local.
Very serious storms yesterday. They made their way through along the shores of Lake Huron and then pushed towards southwestern Ontario, and they were in northern Ontario too. A look at our rainfall rates here. 33 millimeters in the span of an hour, and around Lucan 50 millimeters. Now, in terms of the tornado that was confirmed, Environment Canada says between Burlington and Cambridge, an F1 tornado did touch down. They determined that because of the damage in the region. That means wind speeds between 120 to 170 kilometers per hour. And people for Burlington were saying we were the heaviest hit, and we had reports of large size hail, the whole bit right across southern Ontario. For this evening, this front has started to push east. We've seen it already towards Ottawa today, but the risk of isolated, mainly non-severe storms is in through southern Quebec and parts of the Maritimes, in through northern New Brunswick for the overnight. You could see some nocturnal thunderstorms. Into Friday, northwestern Ontario seeing some thunderstorms towards the south. High pressure is in place. It looks like gorgeous conditions. Today was fairly nice in southern Ontario. You can bet tomorrow will be nice once again with that high in place. Winds out of the southwest with seasonal temperatures, but there's that cold front bringing the showers towards the north. Stay tuned.
This long-range forecast is brought to you by Greenworks.
On Friday, we'll see rain in through Newfoundland, a bit of a clearing trend across the Maritimes. Fair weather in through southern Ontario, southern Quebec. Friday looks like we'll see a mix of sun and cloud. Pretty nice outside. Seasonal. High pressure in place in through the prairies. Not much happening there. It's very quiet. Very quiet as we head into your weekend, generally speaking, too. And through BC, Vancouver, you'll get up to about 23 degrees. And in through the prairies, Regina, you have a slight chance of seeing showers, but really nice in through Manitoba. Humidity starts to build in through southern Ontario. We're seeing some showers in through the Maritimes building, but it's not until we head into Sunday where Hurricane Irene could be a story for us, particularly in through Atlantic Canada and through parts of Quebec as well. Right now, it looks like we'll see very strong winds and lots of rain. It's still quite far out, so we'll have to continue to watch this storm as it plays out. Dry in through southern Ontario and Quebec. Southern Manitoba seeing some wet weather. Still dry in the west on Sunday and into Monday too. And that's in through the lower mainland where we're still dry, but to the north in BC, we are seeing some showers. Stay tuned. The Weather Watch continues coming up. Coming up in less than a minute from right now, we'll take a look at your local forecast details. But first, a look into the weekend. A few select cities here. Montreal on Friday, finally seeing some sunshine up to 23 degrees. That's right around seasonal. Could see some passing showers on your Saturday. And in Atlantic Canada, it's as we head into Sunday and then Monday when Hurricane Irene could potentially impact us with some very windy conditions and rain too. Stay tuned to the Weather Network for more details on that on the program. Toronto, Friday, 24 degrees. The weekend looks really nice in through Ottawa. Saturday could see some showers. Temperatures, though, right around seasonal till Sunday when we cool down quite a bit. And towards the prairies, Regina, you could see some showers for your weekend, but it won't be an all-day rain event. Temperatures are holding on strong, seasonally speaking. Sunday looks pretty wet for us in through southern Manitoba, and in the west, it looks really nice in through southern BC. Ontario, not only in Oakville, but towards Toronto, Richmond Hill, our storm line was ringing off the hook the entire night with people saying, I'm seeing golf ball sized hail, wind gusts up to 100 kilometers an hour in through Hamilton. And right now we have a confirmed tornado from Environment Canada, F1 between Cambridge and Burlington, and wind speeds were up to 120 to 170 kilometers an hour. The track length 15 kilometers, width 300 meters. So very intense damage was seen in through Burlington and Cambridge last night. That's why Environment Canada sent a survey team today, and they're still surveying other areas to see if there were other potential tornadoes too. Moving through southern Quebec, we have that same cold front that was charging through southern Ontario yesterday. It's really moved out of Ottawa and Montreal too, but in through Quebec City, we're still seeing some heavy bands of rain and the potential to see some mainly non-severe thunderstorms in through parts of Quebec. And then parts of New Brunswick around Edmundston, we could see some nocturnal thunderstorms through the overnight for you, but shouldn't be too severe there. For Friday, we have a cold front swinging through northwestern Ontario. Isolated severe thunderstorms potentially there. And in the west for tonight, we could see some isolated showers around Calgary. And in northern sections of Manitoba, we are seeing a little bit of active weather there. Towards the east this evening, fair weather changes. We're going to see some more showers pushing through New Brunswick and eventually in through Nova Scotia. It does clear for your Friday in the Maritimes.
So much has happened in the past 24 to say 36 hours, Nicole, with the outbreak of thunderstorms. We have a confirmed F1 tornado, but we'll be talking about those details just ahead.
Yeah, very violent weather. We were here, very busy night. You were in the studio.
Yeah.
I was outside getting wet, but you know what? I'll do what I have to do for my job,
You're
Gary.
a trooper. You're a trooper. Take a look.
Cooling.
If you're just joining us, Environment Canada has confirmed that an F1 tornado did touch down between Cambridge and Burlington yesterday with those serious storms we saw racing through southern Ontario. That cold front impacting us in through southern Quebec, but really calm conditions in through the overnight hours heading into your Friday across southern Ontario. Although towards the north, this cold front is bringing us some passing showers and thunderstorms potentially around Thunder Bay and Sault Ste. Marie. And through Atlantic Canada, the Maritimes, particularly starting to see the active weather building this evening through the overnight. Nocturnal thunderstorms around Edmundston, maybe Fredericton, but that front, it's really a quick mover, and by Friday afternoon we're seeing a 40% chance of showers in through Halifax and Yarmouth. You're seeing sunny skies. Newfoundland a little bit more unsettled. Towards the west, really calm, quiet conditions generally speaking in the prairies. Stay tuned. That an F1 tornado did touch down between Cambridge and Burlington. Now, a few of our viewers have been asking me on Twitter and Facebook about the specifics on where it was, and Environment Canada says the track was found between Little Corners and it ended near Westover, but the greatest damage was in Kirkwall. So I'll let you look at these stats over here. The wind gusts up to 120 kilometers an hour. That F1 tornado now confirmed. That front pushing east. Ottawa's seen the showers already today. You're sort of out of it. Northern New Brunswick, the concern is through the overnight, just some nocturnal thunderstorms. Friday, this cold front will bring us isolated severe storms in northern Ontario, and for this evening, Calgary, you could be seeing some isolated showers, and towards the north, we're seeing some action too. And here's that front in through Atlantic Canada. Newfoundland, you see the showers Friday evening.
Active that.
You know, today everyone was talking about how Burlington was really hit the hardest, and Environment Canada did send a survey team out to the area, and they have determined that between Cambridge and Burlington, an F1 tornado did touch down. Winds were estimated at about 120 to 170 kilometers an hour. Around Hamilton, our winds gusted up to 100 kilometers an hour there, so you could just imagine towards Cambridge and Burlington the damage and those winds there. That front started to push east. Ottawa saw showers earlier. You're out of it right now. But then in through Quebec, a chance of non-severe thunderstorms, and in through northern New Brunswick too. Northwestern Ontario, looking ahead to tomorrow, we could be seeing some isolated showers. That's along a cold front racing through. But otherwise, in through southern Ontario, high pressures rolling into place. Could see some cloud cover tomorrow, much like we saw today. Not all just sun, but temperatures are right around seasonal, and there's that cold front that could bring us some thunderstorms around Thunder Bay and Sault Ste. Marie. Into Atlantic Canada, Newfoundland dry this evening, but we're starting to see the rain through the overnight hours in through the Maritimes. There's a chance of thunderstorms around Edmundston, non-severe through the overnight, and then it clears out for your Friday, although for Halifax you had a 40% chance of precipitation there. And then on the weekend, we have our eyes on Hurricane Irene potentially impacting us, not on Saturday, but as we head into Sunday. Friday, St. John's 22 degrees, Halifax 24, and for Saturday, Halifax 24 degrees for you, and for Sunday, it looks like we're seeing the rain, and that's when things really start to deteriorate, and we could be seeing very strong winds too. Today, in northern sections of Saskatchewan, some isolated thunderstorms, and for Calgary and Edmonton, you could see some activity this evening. Winnipeg, isolated showers potentially, but it's setting up to be a nice stretch of weather over the next few days with that high pressure in place across the southern prairies. Temperatures also really quite seasonal. Look at that. Lots of sunshine. 24 in Winnipeg tomorrow. Now, Environment Canada has confirmed that an F1 tornado did touch down between Cambridge and Burlington, where they sent a survey team today. And they're still looking at other areas to see if there was tornadic activity in other parts of southern Ontario. As we look at that front right now, it really has already swung through Ottawa, Montreal clearing out too. Around Sherbrooke, we're seeing some isolated thunderstorms there, and we could continue to see that through the evening. Northern New Brunswick seeing some isolated nocturnal thunderstorms this evening. Those could wake you up, but they really are going to be non-severe in nature. Cold front swinging through parts of northern Ontario for Friday. That could spark off some activity. It's really staying to the north, though, not the south. And for today, northern parts of Manitoba and even Calgary could be seeing some activity this evening, in Winnipeg. Isolated showers for you. Towards Atlantic Canada, we're starting to see that front that's already moved out of southern Ontario and Quebec too, bringing us those showers through the overnight hours. Newfoundland, you don't really start to see it until your Friday afternoon, and then it continues for the evening. We get a little bit of a clearing here and through the Maritimes. Enjoy your clearings while you can. On Saturday, it doesn't look too bad, but we are looking at the track of Hurricane Irene, and currently it looks like it could impact us in through Atlantic Canada by the end of the weekend, Sunday evening into our Monday morning, towards parts of southern Quebec and Atlantic Canada. Windy weather.